Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What people do eat no money, what people at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the your little rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste and bust a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, girl, and say that is not you. One day the man above end up in my gut up. Too much it in the kitchen, some of fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile of the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption face.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say dig up all the charities and all of the giver. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. We already promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, them rap and they down in our river. Member bold money and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me.
Or they treat the market man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the cat man.
It burn me.
Or they treat the peanut man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the dirt man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat the son man.
It burn me.
Or them a treat policeman.
It burn me.
Or them a treat soldier man.
It burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again.
Stibby dim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape. And some informer friend we love lake. We in Global, but a fake friend and but a thief. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for we in Global TV. Check it.
Good morning and welcome to the National School for the Advanced Dunce. It is modern day. We can't say good morning and welcome to Jamal. You know, you have to spruce up them thing. Improve their title. So good morning and welcome to the National School for the Advanced Dunce. Jamaica in national security crisis. I have a lot of questions where plagued me this morning. I hope you can help me prowl through these many different questions. Good morning to my community of parity and all my family members. Good morning to the people of the West Midlands. Good morning. No, good afternoon to the people of the West, to Londoners. Good afternoon to those across the United Kingdom. Good afternoon to all my platform moderators and membership holders. Viewers and subscribers, commenters, good morning and welcome. If you're on the Eastern timeline, good morning. If you are on the London and Greenwich main time, good afternoon. It is your At a Glance program. And of course, your global television group. Natalia Freeman, good morning. Good morning. Sunshine, Debbie Jervis, Elaine Turner. Good morning. Patricia Matthews, good morning. Daphne Matthews, good morning. Jeanette Riley, good morning. Beaton Teach, Wagwan. Jason King, big up yourself. Agency Driver 5, Wagwan. Marcia Este, how are you? Good morning. Good morning, DM Johnson. Good morning and welcome. Good morning to Wayne Evans. Good morning. Gloria Morris. Marcia Thomas. Good morning. Kamar Johnson. Good morning. Good morning, Rosemary Samuels. Lilith Foster, JP. Good morning. Good morning, Nifty Friend. Olimar Pressful, good morning. Good morning, Violet Watson. Good morning. RJ, good morning. EM, good morning. Untainted Congo, good morning. JP, Paula Shelley, Noreen Coates, good morning. Lennis Reed, good morning. Good morning. Izzy Holder, good morning. Christine Gilbert, good morning. Jackie Graham, good morning. Good morning. Monica Wills, good morning. Diane Atkins, good morning. Look at TV, good morning. Precious Allen, good morning and welcome. JC, good morning. Good morning, Pamela Okolo, Abina Sadoki, good morning. Good morning, Tash, Sharon Robinson, good morning. Carleen Humphreys, good morning. Distant Friend, good morning. Real Black Woman, good morning. Good morning. Chanel Williams, good morning. Long time no see. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Mitchie, good morning. Good morning. Whitestone, good morning. Good morning, all, and welcome. Thank you for joining the Global Television Group, whichever of the platform you are on, GTV Group, Global TV Studios, or Producer Wayne Global TV. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome, Valerie Dennis. Before I deal with the national security issues, there's few questions I want to ask. Hold your horses, speaker. We'll get to you. Now, Andrew Holness last year was cited for possible conflict of interest and breach of the Corruption Act. Annie Jones. However, we know how that pan out. We know how that pan out, Ladybug. Them steam way up today. Say Andrew go face prosecution. And by tomorrow, them run out with sub-zero temperature water and then just dash it on with so and say it is not in this year interest. Time has passed, yaso. They can't find this so. They may not have enough of yaso and they may not have enough of that and all sort of conundrum in order to bail the Prime Minister out of all these breaches, alleged breaches that he would have committed when he was at Ministry of Education under the Bruce Golden tenure. Before that, and since then, Angela Missenden. Before that, and since then, the Prime Minister is yet to declare, to make ratification on his statutory declaration for 3 years running going forward. I ask the question again to the Integrity Commission. Does the same rules that apply to Dwayne Vaz apply to Andrew Holness? Bros, how are you? Carly Annie Jones. Jackie Graham. Does the same rules that apply to Dwayne Vaz, Herbert Tuzelin, apply to Andrew Holness? And why is it, if it does, that we cannot have a ruling with regards to Andrew Holness in violation of the Integrity Commission Act in his late, 3 years late in having his statutory declaration verified. What is the holdup? Has the Prime Minister asked for more time? Has the Integrity Commission given the Prime Minister more time, Donnet Hamilton, to produce whatever outstanding document or clarification required by the Integrity Commission? What are the outstanding Integrity Commission that you are all waiting for from the Prime Minister in order to have his statutory declarations for 3 years running verified? Brownman Security. And can you tell us, Integrity Commission, if the Prime Minister since 2019 to now, or since 2019 to now, EM, put up the details and type up the details for me, either Abena or Debbie. From 2019 to now, how much extension or how much time has the Prime Minister asked for with regards to his late submissions? It ought to be public information. That is something that we ought to know. What has the Prime Minister failed to produce? And has the Prime Minister asked for an extended time in order to produce such? And has the Prime Minister given a justifiable reason that would allow the Integrity Commission to give the Prime Minister so much time to the point where we cannot see any resolve on the issue or a ruling against the Prime Minister for his breaches? Again, I ask the question, does the same rules that applies to Dwayne Vaz apply to Andrew Holness? And if it does, why is Andrew Holness treated more favorably than Mr. Vaz? It's just a simple question, Integrity Commission. Janet Riley. Because you've had a conclusion on the Vaz issue from 2021. And all of a sudden, it's all over the place like it was just yesterday. The Prime Minister is 3 years late, running 4 years. The Prime Minister is 3 years late, running 4 years. Lorraine Barrett. What it is then, why the Prime Minister has been given this special treatment? Is the Integrity Commission office holders in fear after Mr. Christie was shot? Have members of the Integrity Commission been threatened? The IC asked him about 39 times to produce whatever information. Andrew was given several extensions that expires. Real sweet, how are you? Rosalie Rickett. Annie Smith, how are you? Why is it then that we cannot have a ruling there on daily from the Integrity Commission, with regards to Andrew Holness' late submission of his statutory declaration? If the same rule that applied to Dwayne Vaz applied to Andrew Holness, how is it then that we cannot have a ruling from the Integrity Commission on the Andrew Holness late submission. All that would do is leave one to argue that there are high-level corruption being played out at the Integrity Commission. Ambitious hustler, how are you? High-level corruption, partisan politics is being played out at the Integrity Commission. Because if we had a ruling on doing VARs in 2021, and this issue has just been surfaced all over the place and been mullah-waxed all over the place, when the Prime Minister, before he was here for conflict of interest and breach of the Corruption Act, was late on his submission. Since then, the Prime Minister has also been late on his submission. And we are yet to hear anything from the Integrity Commission. Is the Prime Minister failed declaration attached or tied up with the illicit 6 investigation? Delroy Chuck last week called on the Integrity Commission to clear up the illicit 6 matter. I welcome that, Delroy Chuck. Jamaica welcomes that, Delroy Chuck. The People's National Party welcomes that, Delroy Chuck. Civil society across Jamaica welcomes that, Delroy Chuck. But we still want to know, what is the holdup with the Prime Minister statutory declaration being verified? And if we cannot have a justiciable reason, why is it then that the prosecution, the corruption prosecutor, cannot refer Andrew for prosecution for breach of the Integrity Commission Act? What kind of partisanship this year? Why haven't you leveled a fine at Andrew Holness like you leveled a fine at doing VARs for the late submission of a particular document? Why then haven't you leveled fine at Andrew Holness? Goose law over here so, and gander law over there so. And also the Integrity Commission play it. Who are the illicit 6? Or who are the other illicit 4 plus the Prime Minister and his wife? What is the Prime Minister hiding? What is the Prime Minister afraid of to produce his asset? The source for his asset, the source for his riches. Why is the Prime Minister afraid to produce that? Where the Prime Minister hide from? The Prime Minister is a proud man. And one thing with proud people, them like to do things. Them like to do things. Them like to do things pan it straight and narrow. Because through them so proud. Them don't want them name called up in a no fenke and no sasa. But that's not what we get from the proud man that you claim to be. Because proud and thief don't walk together, Prime Minister. Proud and thief don't walk together. So get your priorities right over there, so. Proud and thief don't walk together. Proud like to knock them chest and say, I told you so. Fraud and thief don't work together, Prime Minister. Get your facts right. This is a news where I care. Horace Chang, Kevin Blake, and what the one name was said ain't ready figure fix Haiti, Adrian Hamilton, Mr. Hamilton. And if we can speak like Terryland, Mr. Hamilton. Councillor if I tell you, say, Councillor for the Gale Division, if I tell you, say, Port Maria Police Station don't have an operational vehicle for the past 2 months. And the assessor, one of us cheated with immediacy and emergency. Adjust the situation immediately, James. The Port Maria Police Station, for the last 2 months, Commissioner, Minister of National Security of importing illegal AK-47 by the container in our country, Dr. Harris Chang. Adrian Hamilton, who ready to go fix Haiti, who ready, Mr. Hamilton, to go and get the job done in Haiti. Councillor for the Gale Division, Giovanni Byfield, Sefitelo no said the police station no have vehicle, but when I left that war yonder, go learn how to come back and fix the problem. Because this have to be a learning experience, you know. Don't fool with. This morning it's the school for the advanced dunce. So no come fool we are teacher no. We will accept a conversation we don't know, but come fool with now work. So while on our hop after Haiti, tell the bloodthirst the Americans that you need help with old taka police vehicle, because you have station here where police have to walk go solve crime. Minister of gun, illegal gun importation. Superintendent ready to go fix Haiti problem. I can't wait. I dare sit down. I can't wait. I just rub my hand with glee. I cannot wait. Claudia Robinson, Kishore Fulton. Can't wait. I want to know if you go learn. When don't understand how crime fight in Jamaica. I want to know if you go learn how good crime fighting go. I can't wait. Don't know when I wait. On a son already. On a son already, you know. JC. One, at them say, them ready. They got tackle and fix Haiti. They have the agility and the what's it a ratherance to get the job done. What are you waiting for? Don't you think we would want our crime situation in Jamaica to come under control? Don't you think we would want to see a reduction in our crime situation? Don't you think we would want to see better in Grange Hill and in Westmoreland and in Montego? Hurry up and go on. Stop confused with. But while you are on the route to Haiti, remember that Port Maria Police Station does not have an operational vehicle. Police have to go walk on foot by them 2 bicycles. Maybe then we get fit. Buy them 2 bicycles to ride around the community. Because you can't expect them to run huff and puff, go around the corner, go part fight, or go stick up man while them a blow shot and have to bend down and hold on pound their knee. How does that work, Commissioner? How does that work? But on a ready figure fix Haiti. ready to go fix Haiti, but while you're on the way to Haiti, please wear car news. Just remember Port Maria Police Station. And I'm sure more than Port Maria Police Station, more than Port Maria Police Station, Dede, Shata, Ricky Ticky vehicle, and your bloodthirsty American friend them, where send you go kill people picnic. Don't hear say. Your police station them, rain a fall inside of them, rain a fall inside of your hospital. But your bloodthirsty friend. JamaicanTV.com, how are you? From where they have attack some families in America. I think I recovered the piece of sinting. But there was a new story where some American family, I said them family, sinting another rights or what's it or rather, have been violated because Americans feel to say the American Constitution is an international document. I hope an American walk around with the mushu in a them head. Me I try to find this thing. Them feel to say the American Constitution apply internationally. But let me tell you, American citizens, whatever the amendment it is, or the Second Amendment or whatever, your Second Amendment right to bear arm and ammunition, Americans, rests within the confines of the American Constitution and the American state and border. Cousin Myrna, how are you? Charmin Ranger. Your right to bear arms and ammunition, Americans, doesn't extend to other territory. So if one of us left America and can put on guns and bullets, you will be subjected to the law in whichever country you are found with your legal American gun, were legal for you walk up and down with in America, not in other people's country. Pamela McNeil. Your Second Amendment right does not extend outside the American jurisdiction. Some American who don't, because of who I'm brawling, because of holy pounder have that belief that because of an amendment right, protect on to bear violence on your side, it allow you to carry your violence outside of America. Your bloodthirstiness, Americans, is within the confines of the American Constitution and territory. When you go outside America, put down on a gun. We're not used to it. We're not from a violent society. We're not bloodthirsty people. Ivan Riley. So on the right to bear arms reside within the Constitution and on a territory, not outside America. If one can't put down a gun and a bullet, one of our people country walk with how much a bullet for. One are going to sell it to locals. Are you Americans fueling? Are you Americans fueling the illegal gun importation because you think it's okay for you to pass through the American immigration and customs system with your gun? It's okay for you to pass through another immigration and customs system with your gun. Your bloodthirstiness resides within your territory on your constitution, not outside it. So when you get arrested outside of America with a gun and bullet, stop the people breaching the rights. You are subjected to the domestic law if you can put down your violence when you get on the plane for so-called go on holiday within a bloodthirstiness. Why you don't carry police vehicle we don't know when you not come? When you don't say we shot a police vehicle. Why you don't carry X-ray machine we don't know when you not come? Hmm? Someone of fuel the gun violence across the Caribbean. All right. Round to them you want you know. Okay. We know a fine gun. All right. We know a fine gun. Yes. We know a fine gun. Okay. We know a fine gun. Narrative matters. Wording matters. No, look at the last paragraph, the one sentence paragraph. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. Okay? You seize something. You can seize something with just out there, so you have to seize something from somebody. A seizure, you're fine. First paragraph. The St. James Police seized 60 assorted rounds of ammunition and a magazine during an operation in Pele Drive in Flanker, Montego Bay. Second paragraph. The information packed paragraph. Bang around. Annette Hines, good morning. Ron Wanless. This is the information packed paragraph. The police reported that about 2 p.m., lawmen carried out a search at an unoccupied building. Bear that in mind. The building was unoccupied. No one was arrested. However, Michelle Clark, they have seized, not found, seized unoccupied premises where a 45 extended magazine, 46, 7.6212, I don't know, 45 and 2 9mm rounds ammunition were seized. From who, sir? I don't know if you're seeing a pattern from the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Devon Blake. All of a sudden, they are finding these guns in either unoccupied or abandoned building. Veteran. Hey, well, don't make me start on Harris Chang this morning. It will be judgment pan. Oh no. Michael Allen. You want green? You want green? Kirk Edwards. The police always find these ammunitions and arms, or whatever they call them, coming on know the difference, in either abandoned or unoccupied building. The question I want to ask then, JCF, is it that you have an abandoned or unoccupied building fetish, or is it was an intelligence-led search? It would be important, JCF, to tell the public that, because it leaves wanderers like me to wonder if you have an abandoned building fetish. Them sees gun from Ducky. No, sir. It leaves me to wonder, are you getting annoyed because my air cooler run out of water and it's making a noise? Let me turn it off because it's irritating. It is getting on my nerves. Hold on. I don't have time for re-water it right here now, so let me turn off it. Tony Tall, how are you? have an abandoned building or the building fetish? Or is it that these fines or seizure, as you call them, in unoccupied, because I know the first thing, in unoccupied or abandoned building, are they intelligence-led searches? That's not classified information. We're not asking you to tell me what type of intelligence or what angle the intelligence come from. All we want to know, is it an intelligence-led search? Or we not just have a fetish to search abandoned building? Or is it because we turn a blind eye to someone, a gunman friend them, we don't want to arrest them, so the seizure is always in an abandoned or an unoccupied building? Remember, this morning is the National School for the Advanced Dunce. But me tired of the empty building, unoccupied building scenario. What shall we do with Changi? What shall we do with Doctor? What should we do with Doctor? I mean, the doctor needs to be sent off to the asylum. The doctor needs to be sent off to a home for help the aged in a rocking chair. Or some would be of the view that the doctor needs to go to prison. The doctor needs to spend the rest of his lifetime in prison for the crime committed against the state of Jamaica and the people. What should we do with Chang? The Minister of National Security, Jeanette McIntosh, the Minister of National Security for Jamaica, and the Chief Immigration Officer, or the CEO for your Immigration, Passport, and Citizenship Agency and your border, Galang. Who is senior to who in operations? Who is senior to who in policy? Does it really matter at this point? If this is just a flight and or Minister of National Security, plain truth, or Minister of National Security and his entire team is rather confused of how to deal with a diplomatic issue. The question then one could ask, what if Jamaica was being attacked? What if Jamaica was being attacked? How would that crisis meeting, or let me ask more stupid question, does Jamaica have an air defense? And when Jamaica was contacted, when the Civil Aviation Authority was contacted for landing rights, because this is how this would go in Britain and America, Christopher or some other governable country, you would scramble your air fleet, rebel with a cause, to meet that flying object in your airspace that want to land Betty Lee Gordon, Brenda Elson. And your air fleet would direct them to landing. But if we are, what's it or rather you call it? If we are the superpower of the Caribbean, why then do we not have an air defense? Or is it just wishful thinking on my part? If you are rub up with the first world, you must be able to act like the first world. Okay. You give them landing. You don't have that capacity blue wave. So you give them landing because there's a lot of international law regulation where, yes, you give them landing, you have to give them recuperation time and refueling time before you return them. But why you remove them off the top? Why you disembark them from the plane? They could have stayed right on the plane in rather be quarantined or what you call it? The thing where they hold you in a hammock when you go from one place to the other. You see here freeze sometime. Maybe it's good. Where they hold you in transit. Them never have to come off of the plane. You can supply them with food. Them have air conditioned pan there. Them can check out them thingy and sleep. But let me listen this. Let me ask some further questions.
Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson. The 253 persons who arrived in Jamaica on a chartered flight last week, Thursday, were at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston late Monday for departure. The National Security Ministry said the group, which includes over 200 Indians, landed in Jamaica legally on Thursday, but was refused entry by immigration officers because of security reasons involving two persons. It said accommodation arrangements were in place. And the opposition People's National Party's spokesperson on foreign affairs, Dr. Angela Brown-Burke, is demanding that the government disclose the identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight, as well as details of the arrangements. The start of the Keith Clark murder trial this morning suffered yet another delay as a result of a shortage of jurors. Early on Monday, the Court of Appeal rejected an application by the defense to place the trial on hold. A woman who was taken into police custody after her 8-year-old son perished in a fire at their home in Top Lincoln, Grange Hill, Westmoreland on April 26, has been charged with cruelty to a child.
Okay, what we want to talk about is the nationality of every single person on the plate. Let me read something that came across me. Bear with me, because I know, say, this morning we are cheering the school. We're cheering the school this morning for the National School for the Advanced Dunce this morning. Michelle Lewis Wilson, God gives. Bear with me while me read this upon my phone. I read it, so I'm going to shuffle through this now. On the 2nd of May, about 2:11 p.m., a total of 220 Indian, Uzbeki and Russian nationals and 15 crew members arrived in the island on board chartered flight USY 201 from Dubai via Cairo, Egypt, and were refused landing. Mr. Page of Asteris Tourism Limited reportedly told the NMIA Deputy Director, Immigration, Eastern, Miss Nafisa, something like Nafisa Thomas, that the passengers were in the island on a 3-day tour to visit Bob Marley Museum, Devon House, and Emancipation Park, and were scheduled to depart between the 6th, 7th, and 8th of May on a small craft in batches of 50 to Honduras. While the chartered flight would leave the same day on the 2nd of the 5th, it was determined that it was a possible case of human trafficking and smuggling. The passengers had reserved for the ROC Hotel in downtown Kingston, and crew members at Marriott Courtyard, New Kingston, Miss Thomas informed the captain that they were being refused leave to land and would be escorted to their respective hotel and escorted back to the airport on the 3rd of May at a time to be decided. They were removed from the aircraft in batches of 25 and taken to immigration, where they were processed. They left the airport under police escort in their hotel buses. Mr. Page had arranged to have them transported. Police from Area 4 is expected to provide security coverage at the hotel. One whole heap of sinting a plague, one whole heap away. If this is one could call a so-called diplomatic issue. Okay, let me not go there so yet. When Jamaica was contacted to provide landing, without being aware that this aircraft was coming to Jamaica, how and what capability does Jamaica have before giving this aircraft landing, that this aircraft wasn't loaded with explosive? It wasn't a hijacked aircraft. How did Jamaica know, Delroy Henry, that they weren't giving landing to a hijacked aircraft? So you see the security risk. You see the security risk. It could have been a hijacked aircraft. It could have been an aircraft loaded with explosive. It could have been an aircraft, Noel Williams, packed with terrorists. But if our officials are so confused in dealing with what one could call, or is, Sonia Smichael, a diplomatic issue, though a security risk or threat that it might be, what if Jamaica was attacked by a rebel group? What if Jamaica was attacked from the sea? It's not hard, you know. The way we bad as slack and lucky. Any rebel group in a Haiti disgusted by wholeness, regime and his attack on Haiti. It's not hard for them come here with boat, come attack with. Who in a Jamaica understand guerrilla warfare? None of us. None of us. Because Jamaica army itself don't understand guerrilla warfare. They've never had to fight a guerrilla warfare. Because City Valley, if them have to get help to contain City Valley Garden. So if you have to get help to contain City Valley Garden, Claudette Robbins, how then Cecile Nicholson? How then we not go to Haiti? Go fix Haiti when so much runway a breakdown. We not ever have police vehicle to fight crime in Jamaica. But we have the agility to go and fix Haiti's problem. We have the agility to go and fix Haiti's problem. And we don't have a cable. How are you? We do not have enough police vehicle. Port Maria police station do not have an operational vehicle. And we have the agility to go and fix Haiti. We cannot fix Grange Hill. We cannot fix Westmoreland. Gardens Island, how are you? We cannot fix Haiti. We cannot fix Flanker. We cannot fix Norwood. We cannot fix the different fractions across Western Jamaica. We can't fix Western Kingston. We can't even barely control enough fingers in the public purse. But Uno, Leonard Steele, want to go and fix Haiti. Kick it wrong. Want to go and fix Haiti. Oh no. We can't fix Grange Hill. I mean, I tell you, some Mickey and go on. I know they are keep up with time. You couldn't fathom your way through thinking through a diplomatic issue. Seek advice from the Americans because on our national advance dunce. Seek advice from the Americans how to deal with this issue. But those of you who live in America, I beg you to do me a favor. Of course, I want to attend the protest Friday. But what me also ask you to do is to contact the office of the vice president and tell her, say, we're asked, but we can't hear. And because she did get out, maybe she's the best person to ask. What we want her to ask about? The 31 million Jollof Entertainment. Thanks for becoming a member and Global Television. What we want because it's government, Tina Moore, take with a fool, you see. But me want to ask Camilla, that's what she name. What happened? To ask Andrew Holness, what happened to the 31 million where we see she give him? Because we ask about it and we can't hear. Like how are you get and then fray down and then don't fray that way. So we're going to contact the office of the vice president and ask her if the state of Jamaica and the prime minister could provide accountability for the 31 million we saw her give to Andrew Holness. Because if I remembered clearly, I think about 10 million Simone Beckford. 10 of that 31 million was to pour into at-risk youth or youth in at-risk community or whichever way it go around. It was my knowledge that a fraction of that money was to invest into at-risk youths. And we want to know, we have been asking how that money was spent or is being spent, and what programs have been put into these at-risk communities. How does that money benefit the community of Grange Hill, Flanker, Norwood, and various communities across Western Kingston where many at-risk youth live? Help us to ask the Vice President if she can get any answer from the state of Jamaica as to how that 31 million was spent, and if there is a balance from that 31 million, and if at all that 31 million has been misappropriated. Hey, Beaton T say it was invested in at-risk member of parliament. What a bangarang. So those of you on this United States side, help us to write to the office of the Vice President, asking her assistance or intervention in getting some accountability on the disbursement or expenditure or whatever of that 31 million, where we take with eye and witness she get to him. They can't say we never see upon TV, them did do it. We never jaw on a curtain and look through a window. We never peep through the keyhole on a turn up and tearing at the camera and do it. Nothing, no writing a book, so we not for mind on a business. If anything, everything in a book, so we for mind on a business. Because book say you have to ask more questions, and book say you have to think more. So no can do the same thing them in front of we. Then afterward, I come ask you to be selective blind. Uno ask you to be selective blind. When I do the same thing them right in front of our eye. It's not like uno hide when uno do them. I mean, uno don't have no shame anymore, especially when you come to do with uno mouth and no finger, uno teeth and uno lie. Believe you me, when I put on my butt against puss, me now put it on against Jamaica politicians and public officials. Because me know say, when the puss belly full, the puss me a walk away and go lay down. And me can go putter over with the puss, eat and left. But, uno hug, when uno in a chaff, uno backs out everybody, even uno pig them. Uno backs out a chaff to make sure a phone belly one full. So uno mouth and uno finger is a disgrace in our politics. When uno not a thief, uno a lie, or uno make mischief just like the wife of the prime minister, will create the worst modern day mischief in our parliament because she tell a lie to protect the minister of finance. She tell a lie, and Mark Golden, lost some you know. How are you? She tell a lie and Mark Golden to protect the minister of finance. And when the lie turn around and bite her, she turn around and she tell a lie and Valerie Curtis. That Valerie Curtis was being derelict in her duty and has brought Parliament into disrepute. Carol Roberts. And ever since then, Parliament has really been in disrepute because of the actions of the Prime Minister and the wife of the Prime Minister. Two of the head constitutional power base of the country, where the two of them hold on to, strong arm in the country, fully dunce, and willing to take advice to the point where they messed up a situation rather than taking advice on a situation that them dunce enough and understand how to deal with. Rather than take advice on it, they make Jamaica look like a muppet in public. They make us look like that entity, the global entity of organized crime. The global entity of, how you call it, the launch pad. The launch pad, for what you call it, for all sort of different crimes. Whether it's gun smuggling, drug smuggling, people smuggling, organ harvesting. When you see, Jamaica has become a launch pad for global criminality. Otherwise, we wouldn't end up into this national crisis you put into. This security crisis that we've ended up in is because of dunceness and gun-ho mentality. What this government thing to say. Make we done sit out because we don't want nobody come tell we later on around corner. Say me did advise you and me did help you. So if we don't know it or if we don't understand it, make we just done sit out. Make we play the Juliet game and make it up as we go along. Make we play the Dunce Nesta game and answer the question even when we don't understand it. Make we play the Dunce favor game where come out, come read like back a days Jamal School's picnic. Make we do it like the one will come tell we say, if that's the transformation, I don't know what transformation is. Make we dunce it out like Kamina Johnson. Make we dunce it out like Marlene Malaho Foot. Make we dunce it out like Delroy Chuck. The National Society for Advanced Dunce. That's the name for the Jamaica Labour Party. The National Society for the Advanced Dunce. Too much of them over there. Nobody no over there for teach nobody. Nobody no over there for correct nobody. The National Society for Advanced Dunce. Mr. Arbin Hill a chair committee when don't understand. God help over labor right. Because it's a sinking ship. And it's not even a sinking ship where it moves slow. It is moving at high speed. So when it finally anchor sea, it a go anchor far, far out at sea, way in the blue, deep Jamaica Labour Party. Blind a lead, blind a Ivan Riley. A blind and blind a go on both here, so. Because to be honest, if they see the danger to their political life, if they see the danger to the Jamaica Labour Party, then you wouldn't think this disobedient Florence Hamilton and the stubbornness, the one eye, one ears, selective seeing, selective hearing from the Jamaica Labour Party, all but with a mouth of fraud. You would have thought that they would have listened at least to the public. And even if they not listen, some would be pretentious enough to make you think they are listening. But tick, as Granny would have said, pop off in a picnic boy or a picnic girl they is. Tick pop off in a picnic boy or a picnic girl they is. Because if tick never pop off in our ears, then there is no way the hard face coming from the wife of the Prime Minister with regards to the clerk of the House. There is no way that this issue would have prolonged and continue to prolong to no avail. Head cook and buckle wash a wife. There is no way, if they acknowledge the danger to their political life, their political ambition and party. Boy, say, how are you? They would have, at some point, make it seem, even though hypocritically, that they're listening to the public. Juliet say, a dirt for dirt. Me not play no hypocrisy around ya. And me run things, and when me say, I saw it go. I'm a binary thinker. I am a binary seer. I can only see and read and understand things, simple girl, in black and white. I do not understand things that have a technicality towards it, such as the legality of Miss Wholeness's job. It is not a job, Miss Wholeness, for a binary thinker who only see things in black and white. You have to be able, Miss Wholeness, to understand the technicalities of the law in order to understand that job. Honestly, I am of the view that you are a very confused soul in the position you're sitting. It is just not your place, Miss Wholeness. So to be hell-bent and holding on, damaging the country's credibility, damaging Parliament's credibility, damaging the credibility of the Jamaica Labour Party. Juliet take advice that she was getting born. And then the contention. The contention we don't know this morning, you know. But boy, we now get through to Juliet. Godi, Iron Godi, not easy for boss. Iron Godi, not easy for boss. And Juliet head tough like Iron Godi. Iron Godi not easy for boss. But they are not aware. They haven't got the eyes to see how damaging their regime, their strong arm, their stronghold over the country, their one-upmanship, even over the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't think they are aware how damaging it has become to them. Even the scramble to the central executive meeting at Belmont Road, 2 weeks or whatever, however long ago, it made no changes. The disgruntledness across the country is not really about the structure of the Jamaica Labour Party. It's about the structure of the government, which are two different things. So the central executive calling a meeting and doing chop changing within the party as if to get their message out there, because Nesta is not putting the party's message out there. I wonder how long he will still be able to be putting the government information out there, even though he doesn't understand his portfolio. They are not able to see that what happened at Belmont Road the other day will make no changes for the party and going forward, because the party is a deadbeat. The party has promised many unfulfilled lives. Everybody has been awoken to the party's stale narrative. It is why you hear Cliff Hughes, and I am paraphrasing. It is why you hear Cliff Hughes speaking about the entire front bench of the party, Andrew's cabinet, the senior of the party, has given up on Andrew Holness. Whatever the narrative of the party is, Andrew Holness will have to go there and trumpet it on his own, but he doesn't have the support of the party behind him. And what that also signals is a division within the hierarchy of the Jamaica Labour Party, not only at the Belmont Road structure, but at the executive structure. Bangaranga broke right in our cabinet. Me don't know how long them can ban them belly for. Me don't know how long them are go back. Me don't know how them tongue right now over there bite up, how them have to bite on them tongue, because there is war and catastrophe coming for the Jamaica Labour Party. Before or after the election, it will be a bloodbath for the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party, because before or after, Andrew will have to go after that dangerous slap coming from Mark Golden next year at the general election. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group with the National School for the Advanced, DUNS. Thanks for your company. I really appreciate your support, albeit when I make people have to go on bad over the few little likes. What is wrong with your fingers? What on earth is wrong with your fingers? Why not can juke the like button? What the like button do now? What the like button do now? Why when I have to make me come roll in a mud like pig over the little like? It's just a juke of a button. And you register your likes. Come on, man. Hit the like button before you exit. But thank you all very much for your support. I really appreciate your support from time to time whenever our notification goes out and you all join us to have a conversation. Thank you all, and we will definitely see you later. Out of those sunny and pretty, I will get some sun bath, so thank you all, and we'll definitely see you back here later on today. Goodbye from Global Television.
I warn you. No more calling, him come here to teach you. Alright then. No
Les,
trouble, take
how
your
are you?
ladder, God, beat the shot it, I go fit you. Hey, bro, God, no trouble, take your ladder, God, beat the shot it, I go fit you. Alright then. Jamaica love how Margolin is working. Is working. Step out in the street morning and evening. I say a little of this and a little of that. Listen him voice to the streets of backs. Enough labor right, them don't love God. A full speed ahead and him not cut that. Temper, Lord God, labor right in a temper. Alright then, fever, Lord God, bro, God catch fever. Oh, we. I'm but about the black tank and get suspension. Can't believe I remove on behalf of the station. This is frustration. Brother come and say buy him tongue. Come and show receipt in a hand. Him say him buy 10 tongue, but when we look for receipt never stamp. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it I go fit you. Alright then. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it I go fit you. Whoa, we. The people them say, bro, God, lock off the water. The water. And I talk about water short in our area. In our area. Well, this is Jamaica with the land of food and water. The water. Tell we all water for short in a Jamaica. In a Jamaica. Them two lion teeth and we catch them at weed. Lock them up, Mark, that's where the key. Tired of sufferation, we want to free. Hey, Jamaica, vote PNP. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it go fit you. Alright then. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it go fit you. Alright then. Can't say we never warn you. Oh, don't we tell you? Hey, warn you. No more calling, him come here to teach you. Alright then. No trouble, take your ladder, God, beat the shot it I go fit you. Hey, bro, God, no trouble, take your ladder, God, beat the shot it I go fit you. Alright then. Jamaica love how Margolin is working. Is working. Step out in the street morning and evening. I say a little of this and a little of that. Listen him voice to the streets of backs. Enough labor right, them don't love God. A full speed ahead and him not cut that. Temper, Lord God, labor right in a temper. Alright then, fever, Lord God, bro, God catch fever. Oh, we. I'm but about the black tank and get suspension. Can't believe I remove on behalf of the station. This is frustration. Brother come and say buy him to receipt in a hand. Him say him buy 10 times, but when we look for receipt never stamp. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it I go fit you. Alright then. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it I go fit you. Oh, we. The people them say, bro, God, lock off the water. The water. And I talk about water short in our area. In our area. Well, this is Jamaica with the land of food and water. The water. Tell we all water for short in a Jamaica. In a Jamaica. Them two lion teeth and we catch them at weed. Lock them up, Mark, that's where the key. Tired of sufferation, we want to free. Hey, Jamaica, vote PNP. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it go fit you. Alright then. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it go fit you. Alright then. Can't say we never warn you. Oh, don't we tell you? Hey, Jamaican people. Hey, Jamaican people. No trouble, take your ladder, God, with the shot it go fit.